Hi, I'm Helena and this is David.
Hi.
And we are Lighthouse Tai Chi. We've been invited to create this video for you on how Tai Chi might be beneficial for long COVID conditions and for you to have a little go at it in the comfort of your own home. So I'm going to hand you over to David now, who's going to explain a little bit about what we can do, and also there will be afterwards a demonstration for you to have a go. Okay, over to you, Dave.
Okay, now with Tai Chi we want to use the whole body, but we can do it seated. Now obviously that sort of takes the legs out of the equation. If you've done Tai Chi before, you can get quite a lot out of it because you understand how you're moving your body. If you've never done Tai Chi before, you'll probably find it quite challenging in a different way because we move our bodies differently. So a one-to-one session would probably be more ideal, although any sort of seated exercise to get you started would be beneficial. Now, we have an aqua program where you stand in the water, and with going into the water you get the added benefits of the buoyancy to take the weight off the joints. You've got the resistance of the water, so again you are working with a light resistance, and it makes you move and consider how you move your body in the water. And the hydrostatic pressure of the water makes the blood flow differently, and we have to position and move our body accordingly with that. So it's a 45-minute routine, so it's shorter than a land-based class, and you can do as little or as much as you want. And equally, when we are doing the movements, including some balancing, if things go wrong, you're not going to fall over or injure yourself. You can just float back in the water and enjoy. So you'd be still doing real Tai Chi in the water, because all the moves we do on the land we replicate in the water with minor adjustments, with the buoyancy aspect and the flow of the water as you do the movements. But it can be great benefit to you. I mean, we've had lots of positive results from varying conditions, you know, across the board. So
yeah, so like I said, with long COVID, where we have seen the greatest benefit with students that have the condition has been in the water, and that's what we would recommend you try. We have 3 classes a week in the East Lancs area, and you can have a look at our website if you're interested in that. So we're now going to move on to a short exercise that will help, that can be done seated, and then a standing exercise. The main thing to remember is not to tighten the muscles. That's when you're going to experience pain, and equally that's not Tai Chi. Harder to achieve than you think, but have a go, and thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy our video. Okay, bye. So one of the main things that you can learn from Tai Chi to help mobilize particularly the arms and upper body is about relaxing the top part of the shoulder and arm, and to lift the arms rather than lift from the top. You want to float the elbows out away from the body and push from underneath. Just the mental process of thinking of floating the arm up and then letting it come down on its own. So there's no tension building up in the muscle. The shoulder and neck are relaxed. You're lifting through the top of the head, and the elbows floating away from the body, allowing the hand to come up and down. So we're using the muscles of the back, and we're also going to breathe in and breathe out. And again, in, pushing from underneath, floating up, and then gently pressing down through the forearm and palm. So when you do this movement on its own, it's very therapeutic, but you mustn't be tense or trying to pull muscles or overreach. As soon as you tighten your muscles, you're going to experience fatigue very quickly. So keep it soft. Think of floating, lifting from underneath. You can almost imagine that you've got a balloon under each arm, and it's filling with the breath in and deflating with the breath out. done on its own. As I said, this is perfectly fine to do, but nearly all Tai Chi forms that you can learn will begin with a movement like this. So you're well on your way to using Tai Chi energy. We do not tense up, the shoulders stay down, the chest stays soft, and everything just floats with the breath. One more time. And there we are.